FM in Cincinnati, your community radio station. WAIF, as your very own community radio station, serves only to open its airwaves to responsible, divergent points of view. The opinions expressed on this program do not reflect those of WAIF, other staff, the Board of Trustees, or other programmers. The opinions expressed are my own views, those of my guest or my co-host. Thanks again for listening, folks. And I've got a co-host, Tabor Jesse. He'll be in momentarily. Got a guest, Joe Marcineck's in here, sitting here twiddling his thumbs, watching me ever so patiently. But yeah, we're going to be getting on. He's got a new album out, so we're going to be highlighting that this evening, playing most of it, and also touching base with him. He's in town to play Stanley's, so I'm sure a lot of you guys will be rolling down there a little bit later on this evening to check him out. Going to go through some technical things here first, though. It is a member-a-thon. Don't forget, we depend on you guys to keep the best in live Grateful Dead, jam bands and regional acts, and the eclectic mix of music I like to call the Swiss Army knife of radio. WAIF on the air. You have everything from blues, gospel, jazz, Caribbean, death metal, surf rock, Grateful Dead. We even have a whole show devoted to nobody else but Django Reinhardt and his contemporaries. So, yeah, we are different, and that's why you like us. We depend on you guys. $25 is all we ask to become a member. You get a couple little nifty things there. You get a WAIF sticker. You also get a Ramblin' Rob button. You get to be a proud member of this community radio station, and you get voting rights each and every September, so you can actually own the station and have some sort of voice in the guidance of WAIF. At the $250 level, we have a special prize. It's DJ for a day. Yeah, you get to come in here, throw on some headphones, pick some tunes out, and sit down with Tabor Jesse and Ramblin' Rob and play some tunes. So yeah, you get to be DJ. We'll show you around the studio, teach you how to be a DJ. It's pretty easy. Just sit down and start talking. And when you're not talking, you're playing music. It's pretty easy. And we'll record the show, maybe upload it to YouTube so your friends and family can laugh at you for all eternity's sake. So we got that to look forward to. At the $150 level, we do have the commemorative brick here. We can get your name or a commemorative message here at WAIF's Media Plaza in East Walnut Hills. Real quick, we're going to cover some bases today in Grateful Dead history. Don't forget to find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook or YouTube. Also, check out Ramblin' Rob's Greatest Story Ever Told official Facebook page. My, that is a mouthful. 1969, the guys played at the Ballroom, University of Colorado, Boulder, Colorado. 71, great show, the Catholic Youth Center, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Check out the good loving from that show. It's pretty hot. Unknown date this month in 1975, a big important date. Yes, the album Sea Stones is released, every Deadhead's favorite album. Yes, something that will drive your friends crazy. You think your friends hate the Grateful Dead? Throw Sea Stones on and see what they do to you. Anyway, 1982, NBC, the guys were on TV, The Letterman Show. 83, Patrick Jim, UVM, Burlington, Vermont. That was the first, maybe you know. 1984, Hampton Coliseum, Hampton, VA. 85, Irvine Meadows Amphitheater, of course, California. 86, same. That was the last Don't Need Love. And the last time, oh no, one more. Rosemont Horizon in 88 and Rosemont Horizon in 89. All right, well, we're going to rock on with some stuff here. Let's see. I think we're going to start out with a 4/13/85, almost at today's date. One of the rare tunes the guys only did a couple times. Why don't we do it in the road? And I'll probably forget to come back in and stop it after that. So we're going to roll into probably a Bertha and Jack Straw from that day too. So I hope you guys like it. And like I said, we are a member-supported community radio station. If you've got 25, we'll take it. If you have more than that, well, you know darn well we'll take it. And believe me, if you have less than that, we'll take it too. We've had donations as little as $1. So yeah, every little bit helps. We need pencils, we need lights, we need chairs, we need a little Beatles.
been seeing.
Hurts my ears to listen, and it burns my eyes to see. Good in a many cool, but shit, might as well be me.
Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Bertha and Jack Straw from 4/13/85. Got a couple other treats in store this evening. We've got Joe Marcineck's album. We're going to be I was going to say preview, and I said preview in the last time, but it's short enough. We're just going to play the whole darn thing. And then we've got also I don't know, what do you call that, Jesse, that you have on here, this hard drive? The Cave Show.
The Cave Show.
Trolls from the Darkness. What's it called?
Trolls from the Darkness.
Trolls from the Darkness.
Featuring the Rumpke
Mountain
Mountain Boys.
Boys, and their first starring role in the underground. That's right. So we're going to be tuning in at probably the last half of the show. It's about an hour, I'd say, right?
It's exactly 62 minutes, including the outro.
Okay, well, there you go. So we're going to be featuring that at the end of our show. But first, we have Joe in studio. Joe, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, Rob, thank you so much for having me. I think we've been trying to set this up for 3 or 4 years now, so I'm really happy I'm able to come in, and appreciate you having me.
Oh, no problem. It's good to have you in Cincinnati. You're going to be playing, I think, down at Stanley's a little bit later on this evening. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. It's a free show. We'll
free show. You got like that.
Start around 10 and go until they kick us out of there.
Nice. I was going to say, that's a price that almost any hippie can afford, free. So you got to love that.
Well, it's my thing. Whenever anyone complains, I say, well, I'll give you your money back.
That's right. I'll double your money back if you're not satisfied. So how many times have you been in Cincinnati?
It's picking up now, probably at least 10 times. I think the first time I came out was in the fall of 2010 with my band Fresh Hops.
Okay. Yeah, that's where, okay.
I
Makes sense.
played there with the Joe Marston Band a few times, and just this past December, I got to do a cool thing with the Rumpke Mountain Boys where I played piano with the 4 of them, and it was a lot of fun.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
We might have to feature that a little bit later on this year on one of the shows. That sounds like a fun time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've been trying to scheme up something for the Jerry Week for his birthday in October with like a full band idea of Rumpke and drums and piano and maybe Leo and doing all Grateful Dead set.
Well, you won't hear me complain about all Grateful Dead, no matter who does it. No matter who does it, including Punk is Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I think you shot me that. Yeah, if I have time, I'll try to get to that tonight. But I know I probably won't. So next week we'll feature some Punk is Dead.
Oh, man.
Yeah, are you guys familiar with that?
No.
The punk rock Grateful Dead?
Punk rock trio that does Grateful Dead.
Yeah, and pretty good, actually. Pretty good. So, yeah. Kind of remind me of the Ram ones or, something like that.
I just heard
like that.
Yeah, my buddy out in L.A., Marcus Rezak's doing Shred is Dead, where he'll do instrumental guitar virtuoso versions of Dead tunes.
Awesome.
Wow.
So, yeah, big shout out to Marcus.
That's like a niche step 2 there. It's like, wow. Almost niched into obscurity there. No one's going to know what you're doing. Take it easy, man.
Oh, he's awesome.
So you're from Indiana, a Hoosier, I guess, born and bred in Indiana?
I was born in Illinois in Glendale Heights, and then we moved out to Crown Point when I was about 3.
Oh, okay.
And been there ever since, but I'm on the road about 300 days a year, so don't get to be home so much.
Wow.
The road's my home now, and it's just been absolutely amazing this past year.
So you like the song Back Home in Indiana?
Yes, sir. It is always nice to come home, sleep in your own bed for a night.
Yeah, a night. Well, you're from it. I grew up in Indiana, and I moved over there when I was probably about 5 or 6, and lived over there the majority of my early life. And since you're an Indiana-in, we'll say a Hoosier.
Indiana-in.
I don't like the word Hoosier. It just sounds so hokey,
I used to say a John Mellencamp fan. That's what I always said when I lived
true.
in Indiana.
Have you seen Bigfoot or Sasquatch?
Not yet.
In Indiana?
I'm still looking.
Okay.
I thought I saw him at a couple of festivals, but
Some dreaded up hippie. Yeah. I've seen the guy.
Morrisville is apparently the place for sightings in the Hoosier State.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
wow.
hotbed. Morrisville, Indiana, hotbed for Sasquatch, they say. Yeah, multiple sightings by multiple people.
The moonshine must be pretty good over there.
They're doing something. They're doing something over there. So yeah, we've got Joe in studio. He also has a new album out here. How many albums have you thrown out altogether, man?
So I've got 2 with Fresh Hops, and then this is my second with the Joe Marcineck Band. Just came out December 9th through Hitman Records, and was really lucky to be able to record with Joey Porter from the Motet. He produced it, played all keyboards on there. And then Garrett Sayers and Gabe, the trumpet player from the Motet, also played on there. And And we were lucky to have Bernie Worrell record on there as well. And it turned out, Bernie passed away last June, so
Right.
it turned out to be his last recording with us.
Wow.
So we honored him and named the track after him. That's why it's called Bernie.
Oh, well, there you go. Or as I like to say, it's Bernie Warhol, like Andy Warhol. Synthesizer special guest. That's nice, man. Made out in Colorado, too. Recorded up in Colorado. What made you pick Colorado? Seems like pretty far away.
Yeah, it was kind of nice to do a destination kind of thing because then you're focused. You don't have the distractions of home. But the way I do my band is I do a different lineup every weekend.
Smart.
Yeah, so as soon as I get sick of the guys, I can send them home.
No problems with the band.
No, it's really enabled me to network with musicians all over the country, and it's really been amazing. And so I thought I'd try their approach to the studio, and I picked some amazing players, and it really worked out really good.
We'll find out.
Yeah, if they chase me out of here.
Nah, we won't get it. If we see anybody coming up the street with pitchforks or torches, we know it's Hollywood because around here they all carry gats. Anyway, that's street slang for gun. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here and just let this new album slink. I guess people can get this at some sort of website or interweb. Or
Yeah, you can go to my
brick-and-mortar
website.
store.
Oh, yeah, if there's any left.
good
And
point.
real quick, a side note, I just did a local community radio down in Tampa, and everyone's got to make sure you support your local radio now more than ever because we need it, and it's, you guys are the only places that are going to play local music.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to find it anywhere else on the radio, so make sure you support it.
Yeah, I'm a big anti-fan of corporate radio. I mean, I used to listen to all that stuff as a kid. Man, it was still corporate. But now it doesn't matter. Like I tell anybody, you drive through any market city, and you're going to have the exact same stations. Almost the format and the same kind of people.
They're all owned by the same people.
Right, they're owned by two companies. So, yeah, and they just figured this thing out. Like, the radio station in this market needs to have 3 country stations and 2 rock stations and an oldie station. And, it's just like, ugh. But, yeah, we play some Grateful Dead. I mean,
You're playing
the
some really
stuff-
good blues when I was driving over here.
Right.
Yeah, the guys before me have been playing blues. That show's been on there since
Your other hosts
1977.
play some great music as well.
Which ones?
Your other hosts throughout the week and
Oh
Yeah, we've got about 74 different programmers, doing anything from gospel, country, classic,
Bluegrass, everything.
rock, bluegrass, the Gypsy Jazz, the Jingo Reinhardt show's
Yes.
really good. And it's amazing because, like you said, you're never going to hear this stuff on corporate radio. And the only way to keep it out there is by, supporting us. WAIF883.org is how you can do that. Thanks for that little segue.
Yes, sir. And if you do like what you hear from mine, you can go over to my website. It's joemarcineckband.com.
Can you spell that for the folks out there? I know a lot of guys who are listening are probably illiterate.
JoeMarcineckBand. It's also on the iTunes and Amazon and all the good online stores.
Cool. And it's called Slink.
Slink.
And it has a picture of a psychedelic slinky on the front
Yes,
there.
sir.
And I like the artwork on back, too.
That's my good buddy John Griffin over in Illinois.
I knew John.
Yeah, I always make it a point if I like the artwork to point that out because the guys who do these don't get a lot of credit usually, So, yeah.
People say, "Man, that's an awesome cover," but they have no idea.
Yeah, they don't. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, John does a lot of good posters for a lot of festivals too.
I can see why. Pretty trippy stuff.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get an album made because it's so much cooler when you've got this giant size piece of art.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you don't have to look at it with a microscope. Yeah, and you can't. So I've been told, you can't really roll very well on these CD cases, comparatively speaking to the old records.
There's a Bob Marley album it's a gatefold. You open it up and not like sideways in the corner. It says this album cover is great for rolling herb.
Oh, there you go.
Wasn't that the old Cheech and Chong records would give you that?
Yeah, the big roll, big.
Yeah, that's probably a collector's item now.
I have 2 of them actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess it's not that collector then. Well, I guess you are a collector.
It's true. I've got a bunch of
Old albums, obscure albums.
The last time I estimated, I have between 25 and 3,000 albums.
Oh, almost
Wow.
3,000 albums. God, that sounds heavy.
If the floor of my office ever caves in, It's gonna be because of the weight.
Sheer weight. Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds so heavy. They were
I
heavy.
gave myself a hernia moving my record collection into it. Anyways, enough.
Anyway, we could talk about your hernia all night.
Oh yes. Oh man.
But we've got Joe's new album we want to feature, so we're going to get rolling with it, and then we're going to play a couple tunes, and we get back, we'll find out where he's going to be and what he's got planned for this year. I'm sure it's pretty big. So this is, like I said, the new album. It's called Slank. I'm sure you guys are going to go get it. You can find it online. You could probably just run down to Stanley's, probably have copies with you on.
Come on
tonight,
down, pick
right?
one up.
Exactly. So he's going to be rolling down there after this show.
Well, I got coming up, I'll be down actually in Chicago this weekend. I got the legendary Hammond organ player Ike Stubblefield with me and Mike Greenfield from Lotus. So we'll be up in Chicago on Friday at the Old Town Pub and then Saturday at Martyrs. And then I'm going down to Jazz Fest. Going to do 2 late night shows at the Howlin' Wolf and Maple Leaf. It's always an amazing time down there. Mm-hmm. And then my crazy idea was to drive to San Francisco following New Orleans. So we'll see how that goes.
What car are you driving?
My soccer mom minivan.
You'll make it. You'll make it.
Oh, yeah. So I'll be out there for 2 weeks. I got a hit in Las Vegas at the Brooklyn Bowl. Looking forward to that one. And San Diego, L.A., and then work my way back. And then it's summer festival time. So, you know, the craziest time of the year. It starts early and earlier every year, too, and goes later and later.
Too late sometimes. You freeze your butt off at these things. Wow, you're one of the few musicians we actually have come in here who can remember what they're doing more than 4 days in advance. Usually guys, they're like, we're playing tomorrow, and then has a really confused look on their face like,
Working on an album?
Yeah, I don't know.
Question mark?
So, real quick, we're going to be featuring the Rumpke Mountain Boys show here, and what we don't get to tonight, we'll be playing next week. But when you go around, you do the pickup band thing, you play with a wide variety of talented musicians. You don't have to specifically mention any names, but have you ever been anywhere where you picked up a band and you're like, well, that really blew?
Man, you really throw me on the spot. That's kind of funny. You
could say no.
No, I mean, it's how you frame it, because I've had some musicians that I really looked forward to playing with, and what I got wasn't what I was anticipating in my head.
Oh,
but then I tried to step back and say, hey, maybe this is what the universe is presenting itself to me, and I should learn and grow from this. So as opposed to oh, I want this show to go the way I want it to go, well, that's not happening anymore. So I can either have a bad attitude about it, or maybe let it open up a new door to go somewhere that I never expected to go. There was one artist, a drummer, that was just totally free, wasn't playing any groove or anything. And it was hard because, the business mind is like, oh, people got to dance, we have to do something that makes the audience dance. And then the artist side of me was like, this is amazing. I can jump off and go into outer space for a whole night with this guy.
Right.
And love it, And so it's kind of like that battle of back and forth, the yin and the yang, Right. So I'd say musically, most of the artists, if not all of them, are professional that I work with.
You don't have any train wrecks.
Yeah, so there's going to be no one that, even if they don't know the tunes, they haven't learned the music, they're musical enough to where we can create a night of music that is going to be pretty enjoyable.
So you're not like, oh, I'm never going back to Phoenix.
Yeah. No, there hasn't been any total train wrecks like that. So I've been really lucky in who I've worked with.
Well, that's cool. I will have one quick question for you, then we'll just roll on to this Rumpke thing here. Have you got a favorite Grateful Dead song?
Oh, man. I came into the Grateful Dead a little later in life. I had the Europe 72, growing up in high school. And, listen, I Know You Rider. That was one tune that I always initially liked. And then I started playing keyboards with Terrapin Flyers, Dead tribute out of Chicago, as you guys know. About 5 years ago now? They started a weekly Wednesday residency, so I got to play with them every Wednesday, and it was, thrown into the fire. I knew a few Dead tunes, but, once you're with the Dead tribute band, you're going to know a lot. So, yeah, within a month I had played, over 100 songs, and after a year played most, not every song, but we were playing France and all the weird ones.
Wow.
So, since then it's been a journey. And recently Black Muddy Rivers really just stretching on my soul, and Standing on the Moon. I'm getting into all the ballads now, man.
Still the Blue, the older I get, Ripple.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's so much life in the music, and, territory that hasn't been explored yet, or, has, but can still have new life to it and new meanings. And I think that's what attracts us to so many people, because, you can spend your whole life, as many people do, just listening to the Grateful Dead. And now I wouldn't recommend that, but,
Guilty.
because there's other good music out there. But there's so much within what they did that, every day is a new adventure.
It seems like it. That's why we do what we do, right, Jesse?
Exactly.
Oh, man, we appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And by the way, we have we have the invisible guest in studio. We have Brian and Mary
say hi,
Jo.
Brian.
Yeah, say hi there, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah, there you go. Mary Jo.
Hello.
Yes, Brian was a guest DJ last year on this show, and he just popped in because he's going down to Stanley's to check out that free show here after my show. Joe's going to go down there and probably going to be playing a lot of stuff off the new Slink album and probably...
Maybe some Grateful Dead, too.
Yeah, some Grateful Dead. Yeah, he also does a really mean Spice Girls, so you definitely want to check him out.
I hear that. Spice up your life.
I can't think of a Spice Girls song, man.
That's the only thing I can think of.
What is it?
Something about spice up your life.
Okay, that's it. All right, well, Joe, it's a pleasure having you in here. Next time you're in town,
Thank
make
you,
sure you
Rob.
swing by, man. Love the new album. We'll be playing more of that later on this year. And we're going to play, since Jesse brought it in, we're going to be playing the Rumpke Mountain Boys show. And I'll let Jesse kind of tell you a little bit about this show.
Whoa.
As you break the
The
mic.
microphone.
Slide the mic out there. Take that, microphone.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll let Jesse tell you all about it.
As some of you may know, the Rumpke Mountain Boys this past weekend played a very important show in McMinnville, Tennessee, 333 feet below the Cumberland Plateau.
That's what I heard.
At a place called Bluegrass Underground at the Cumberland Caverns. It was a beautiful time. It was a highly anticipated show. It was also a very hot ticket. Apparently, not only did it sell out, I've heard rumors that the show itself, the distance that people came for the show was the greatest of any show that they've had there.
Wow, I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah,
Larry Keel, Monkeys.
yeah. There were people coming from Washington State and Maine, Florida, just to see this show.
Nice.
And I feel kind of awkward babbling about them because, to be honest,
all right.
I'm friends with them. So
okay.
just
He's a little biased, but that's okay. We're all friends.
yeah. Well, yeah, we're all friends with them, but you know.
Okay to be a fan, right?
Well, I know, but anyways,
wanna push
anyways, Rob, on with the show.
All right, well, we're going to get on with this show. It was the Rumpke Mountain Boys, like you said, 333 feet below the ground. Was it cold down in the cave?
It was cold but humid. The weirdest sensation I've ever had. It was
Humid cold?
it was like 55 degrees, but you were sweating because it was so humid.
Really?
Yeah,
that
it
does
was
seem
weird.
Yeah.
It was comfortable, but it was just weird.
Well, speaking of weird, we're going to try to get the Rumpke Mountain Boys playing here for you. Let's see. I think we'll do one of
Play.
yeah, well, I was going to do the...
Oh.
Got to plug that jingle in wire there. Yeah, we're gonna be featuring. I think we're going to. Yes, I'm going to answer my computer so it will say, "I want to play Rumpke Mountain Boys." Next week, got another musical guest in. Check us out. Okay, well, I've just been informed that this is the wrong show. In case anybody was wondering,
That one.
why this one just automatically stopped. This one.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's do this one more time.
That was the night before it did.
That was an above ground show. We want to go underground.
Making their bluegrass underground debut in the Volcano Room. Give it up
darling, don't look at me, I won't be home. I'm gonna be high on the mountain, evermore I'll have to roam. How y'all doing today? Oh, man. I want to say I'm on top of the world, but I think that would be weird. So good to be here today with all you fine folks, my family and friends, and Mr. Larry Keough and Jimmy. We're going to have ourselves a good old heat man.
With an honest job, the food is bad, the pay is low, and the work is tough. Push your stale, ain't nothing here. Well, you'd either sit in the tubes all day or break your back till you've had enough. Push your stale and disappear. Well, damn them all for a pack of rats, 'cause all of those that serve them rob the poor under cover of law. High tide, we shall desert them. Well, we'll find our way to Port Royale. At this point, we just can't stop. Push your sail, you've nothing here. And when we moor on Turtle Isle, I'll be cracking Jenny's teacup. Push your sail, you've nothing here. Well, a cutlass is your only friend when the flintlock fails you. I'd rather dance the hempen jig and have nowhere to sail to. Well, you can find your pleasure and your ease if you're brave enough to seek it. Push your sail, you've nothing here. Well, there's still some power and liberty out there, but it's a secret. Push your sail, you've nothing here. When all the hats with that is run is a hangman's noose. A merry life, but a short one is all I'll ever choose. Well, hoist your sail and disappear. Hoist your sail, you've nothing here.
Come on, baby, come home with me. Cross Kentucky down to Tennessee. Lay by the river and set your trouble down. Yeah, I eat their lunch, but I always be around. Hey, that lady with the big blue eyes, come with me and dance wild. Break with the baby out of the line. Yeah, I ain't on wrong, but I can't seem to get it right. soft to his own.
We're so happy to see all you wonderful people here today. You guys are awesome. A lot of familiar faces and a bunch of new ones too. Welcome.
Why can't we all grow young, pretty mama? Life is just crazy game. Why must we all stay down now, papa? Living the rat race is the same. All the people younger days were so now grown, they go to war. Why can't we all grow young, pretty mama? Let the buckles go. Wish I was in a mountain time, just you and my dog. We still have to make it die, pretty mama. Chill like your bumps on the dog. Some folk can't even tell us where it's from. Why can't we all grow young? Who will you call when the phone leaves unturning? As then it's gone to begin. What thought of you without me sets me burning? We're all just sweet people tree. And if the sea from down it all, you always know where you can fall. Who will you call when the phone leaves unturning? Back then where will we be? One day will come and you will say, where did it all go? I make circles round the world, pretty mama. I need my tread, Lord, you don't even know. We did the trail that can't be out around. I can't be all grow young.
I just sweated out last night. We had a good time in Nashville last night. Not as good as today is going to be. Every day is better.
How many of y'all are coming out tonight? Oh yeah. They have a lot of rowdy. I'm wearing all my friends' hand-me-downs. I got holes in my teeth where there used to be crowns. 5 o'clock summer means 5 a.m. 5 tomorrow, we'll do it again. And I've been chain smoking all that night and playing my guitar by firelight. And I'm drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade 'cause my fridge is empty till I get paid. And lately it's getting harder to breathe. My brain forgot how and now my mouth agrees. But laughing might be the only thing I need to try to stay sane in a world full of greed.
say it's green, baby, but some say it's green, but it's that strong consumption killing you by degrees. It's that slow it's killing you by degrees. It's that slow consumption killing you by degrees. Well, I asked sweet mama, let me be your kid. She said, my dad, but I'd like to keep it heavy. She looks at me, she made me dance and smile. Says, I thought I might use you for my man. Oh, I can just don't let my husband get you there. She said, just don't let my husband get you there.
Y'all ready for the keels here in a little bit?
That breaks like a keel, isn't it? Right on there, that breaks 3 balls.
Yes, baby. I've been drinking. I shouldn't come by alone. But I found myself in trouble, dog. I have no place else to go. Got some whiskey, my barmaid. Got some cocaine, boys from a friend. I just had to keep on moving, dog, till I was back in your arms again. 'Cause I'm guilty. Yes, I'm guilty. And I'll be guilty for the rest of my life. Why can't I ever do
I just can't stay myself. Takes a whole lot of medicine, darling, for me to pretend that I'm somebody else. Cause I'm guilty, Lord, I'm guilty, and I'll be guilty for the rest of my life. Why can't I ever do what I'm supposed to do? Why can't nothing I ever try to do turn out right?
Well, that's about all the time we have here. That was the first little bit over half of the Rumpke Mountain Boys playing down in the cave. And what city was that in, Jesse?
McMinnville, Tennessee. McMinnville, Tennessee.
McMinnville, Tennessee. So that was a good first set, I think, first half of the show. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty fantastic.
Right?
Thought it was fantastic.
Good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautimous. And we'll be featuring the other half of that show next week since we took up a little too much time with Joe. We had such a good time with him in here. We just kind of boiled over and ran over. So you can tune in next week. I guarantee we'll have the rest of this great show from the Rumpke Mountain Boys. And I forget who we got in next week. We got another musical guest
We've
in.
got a fantastic musical guest
Is
for
it
y'all.
Sub T?
Oh.
Is it? I don't know.
That's
it's the Weathered Feather.
from Colorado.
Right,
Yes,
the Weathered
yes.
Feather. That's right.
Sorry,
They're coming
Weathered
in.
Feather.
That's our 420 show next week. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I remember now. Cool. Yeah. That's a good show.
That's a great show.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's a
actually.
fantastic
I
show.
usually do like all 420 theme songs, but I don't think I'll do that this year. So we'll just have to wing it, I guess.
We've got to pull out my favorite 311 song.
Which one's that?
Who's got the herb?
Yeah, that was one of the songs I featured. That's one of my guilty pleasures, actually. 311.
Me too.
311.
We've had this discussion before. As a matter of fact, I think it was last 420 we had this discussion.
Yeah, that's one of my guilty. I don't want people to know that, even though I just announced it over the airwaves.
I don't care who knows. Guess what? I also own a lot of Depeche Mode albums too.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Yes.
I have almost
Yes.
the entire Cure catalog.
Okay.
Yes.
The Cramps.
You better stop. Now the Cramps, okay. Cure. Oh, man. That Robert Smith guy. I don't know about that guy.
He has more talent in his painted fingernail than I have in my whole body.
I had hair like Robert Smith in high school.
Did you? Oh my goodness.
My hair wouldn't do it, but if I would have been able to,
I
I'd have totally done
a
it.
jean jacket with Robert Smith airbrushed on the back of it in high school.
Wow. I need a picture. of that.
I got a couple of me here. I'm not ashamed, Rob.
Huge truth.
All right. Well, we got the Weathered Feather in next week for our special 420 show, and more musical guests after that. I think we're booked up till July. So tune on in next week. We're going to roll out of here, and again, see you guys down at Stanley's.
Let's do that.
And the playback's not working.
Oh. Well, the playback's not working, so I'm going to talk. I don't know what to talk about, but ain't nothing worse than dead air, so I'm just going to say hi to Osh.